Hey guys, Luke here. We're back for episode 11 of my year in FIFA. Now, I've got some explaining to do in this episode, but we'll get to that a little bit later. So, as you can see, there's their team lineup. We're still rocking the Turkish league side, and I finally figured out how to say the it's Gökhan Töre, something like that. So, I'm not going to be saying Tor anymore or anything like that. So, that's good. Now, taking on a team, I assume it looks like a hybrid of the Bundesliga and the Eredivisie or something like that. Looks like a few Benfica. Could be wrong. Probably am wrong, most likely. But that was my first observation. That's what I thought it was. So you can see here, the initial shot was saved, but it does fall back and they do end up scoring, which is so frustrating because in this game I thought that kind of went against a run of play. I know it only been going for about 13 minutes, but yeah, I know this dude was a good player, obviously, but didn't think he was that good. But then falls back to Snyder. The initial shot's saved there, and then Malo, just a really cool, calm, collected finish there. It's a nice little finesse shot. A little bit surprised it went in, but hey, it is what it is. And then he goes through and he scores to make it 2-1. But what happened was it ended up disconnecting. For some reason I didn't show it actually do the wheel of death sort of thing, but yeah, ended up disconnecting. We ended up getting 1200 coins from our coin boost, and it was starting to pee me off disconnecting from games because I still thought I was well within a shot of winning that one. I think it disconnected at half time, or just about at half time, so there was still a lot of time left in the game. Now here's a pack that's being opened. It's one of those ones I'm not sure what it's for, but it seems to be every week a pack's available to open. Now I haven't got footage for every single one of these. Sometimes I was on the web app and opened it, but yeah, I haven't really got anything of value from them. But the next game, we're taking on a Serie A side, and it looks quite daunting, to be honest. Llorente and Torres. A little bit of a strange one. I've never really considered Llorente to be a top player on Ultimate Team, but I'm still going to find out in this game that he certainly is a top player in this game if you got the right tactics for it, which this guy does. Insigne just taking it to the corners or to the sides or whatever, and just crosses it in, and that's what he continued to do, and all credit to him. I mean, a lot of people will say, oh, that's a real scummy tactic or sweaty or whatever, but I say good on to him. If you have a Llorente, I mean, you're not going to be able to burst through a pace and that sort of stuff, so a tactic's a tactic, and the tactic's working at this stage. 2-0 up, 2 goals to Llorente, I think. Plus he's got a good mixture of Torres. He's pretty good at everything, I would say. We do fortunately get a goal there. It was either just before halftime, I think, just before halftime, I'm pretty sure. And then Emenike here, he goes through, and we hit the post. Very unlucky. But yeah, Torres is he's pretty okay at everything. He hasn't got like blistering pace in this game or anything. But yeah, he's a pretty good player, pretty solid. But Llorente, yeah, he's like super slow, but he's got height, and when you don't know anything else, you got to head it. I think that was Torres who just scored just then to make it 3-1, or whoever it was. Anyways, 3-1 is where it was. And then Emenike just uses a little bit of pace there. Talking about using tactics and all that sort of stuff. Just like I said, Emenike, he's got pace, so you got to use that. He hasn't got the best finishing. And then Malo takes a shot there, and you see he's super unlucky for this guy, but I'll take it for sure. He heads it into his own net. It's an own goal. I was like, when it happened, I started laughing because I thought that was hilarious. I don't know what you thought about that, but I thought that was phenomenal. It was awesome. To be honest, the shot by Malo wasn't bad, but it was definitely going to get saved. It's just unfortunate for the guy that happened in the 90th minute. They didn't even get a chance to hit back at all. So now we're taking on a like-for-like team for ours, really. Well, it's not like-for-like, I should say, but a very similar team. Backline's a little bit different. We've got the same right back to left backs, the only real good right back and left backs. Same keeper. Malo's there as well. We've got Snyder. We've got the same strike force. Just a bit of a different formation. A few different players, but yeah, a lot of similar players, a similar league. I mean, the Turkish league is a pretty small league in terms of goal players, so if you have a Turkish side, 9 times out of 10 you're going to have, Snyder, Emenike, all those players. So he was up 1-0, and as you can see, disconnected. So I was taking the free kick, and yeah, disconnected. Not sure what the reason is for these disconnections. It was a few weeks ago, and I suppose I can explain now. There's going to be an extra game, so 4 games episode, which isn't how it usually is, and that's due to the fact that this is the last game I've played in like a few weeks. I just fell out of love with Ultimate Team started off really enjoying Ultimate Team, and don't get me wrong, like I'm really enjoying FIFA. I'm really enjoying career mode and player careers and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know, Ultimate Team, it's lost it for me. I was only using a free trial on PSN initially, and I was liking it, and I have stuff on my account set to buy a year's worth to go, you know, play Ultimate Team and all that sort of stuff. But I just can't bring myself to do it. Like, the thought of playing Ultimate Team, just like, it doesn't entice me to be like, okay, go and play Ultimate Team now. So yeah, like I said, this is where the series, I'm going to be taking a break from this series and going to be introducing a new one with a player career. So it's going to be called the Player, to go with the Boss. I thought it was really fancy to set up the series like that. But it's 1-1 here, and I think this is another disconnect, maybe, I don't know. But they score there 2-1, and just pretty good finish there. The near post seems to be OP this year. Like last year was the finesse, the shot across the face of goal. But this one, yeah, OP is near post. So it's 2-0 here. We have a pretty good chance here with Bruma. Actually, it's not a disconnect, I just remembered. So Bruma, he gets fouled here. A pretty shitty foul, to say the least, but we'll take it here. Wesley Sneijder, 90 minutes in. Boom, top right. It's in, 3-2. What a finish. Now, I went off cursing and getting all excited about the Cheju goal, but that was a pretty good goal too. That was a pretty good goal. So we haven't got promoted, but looks like we're going to get promoted to the next division. Have to wait and see the next time I play Ultimate Team how it finishes, because even I don't know how it ends. But we'll leave it there. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If we can get like 2 likes, that'll be good. And I'll see you next time. Bye.